Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a good Sunday. This is a little late today because I've had a busy Sunday. This is December 18, and today we are going to answer a very important question. The question is there a Santa Claus? And during the 30s, 40s, into the 50s, not so much the 60s, and certainly not much after the 60s, there was a common saying, "Yes, Virginia, there is a Santa Claus." And it came from an editorial written by a man at a New York newspaper responding to a question by a young girl named Virginia about whether there was a Santa Claus or not. So now this editorial became quite famous. So now I'm going to read the editorial, the question from Virginia first, and then the editorial with his answer. And that is today's Advent. Is There a Santa Claus by Francis P. Church, an editorial from the New York Sun, September 21st, 1897. So I was incorrect. I thought it was in the 30s, but it was in the 1800s, 1897, almost the 1900s. Dear editor, I am 8 years old. Some of my little friends say there is no Santa Claus. Papa says, if you see it in the sun, it is so. So please tell me the truth. Is there a Santa Claus? Virginia O'Malley, 115 West 95th Street, New York City. Here's his answer. Virginia, your little friends are wrong. They have been affected by the skepticism of a skeptical age. They do not believe except they see. They think that nothing can be which is not comprehensible by their little minds. All minds, Virginia, whether it may be men's or children's, are little. In this great universe of ours, man is a mere insect, an ant, in his intellect compared with the boundless world about him, as measured by the intelligence capable of grasping the whole of truth and knowledge. Yes, Virginia, there is a Santa Claus. He exists as certainly as love and generosity and devotion exist. And you know that they are bound to give you in your life its highest beauty and joy. Alas, how dreary would be the world if there were no Santa Claus. It would be as dreary as if there were no Virginias. There would be no childlike faith, then no poetry, no romance to make tolerable this existence. We should have no enjoyment except in sense and sight. The eternal light with which childhood fills the world would be extinguished. Not to believe in Santa Claus? You might as well not believe in fairies. You might get your papa to hire men to watch in all the chimneys on Christmas Eve to catch Santa Claus. But even if they did not see Santa Claus coming down, what would that prove? Nobody sees Santa Claus. But that is no sign that there is no Santa Claus. The most real things in the world are those that neither children nor men can see. Did you ever see fairies dancing on the lawn? Of course not, but that's no proof that they're not there. Nobody can conceive or imagine all the wonders that are unseen and unseeable in the world. You tear apart the baby's rattle and see what makes the noise inside. But there is a veil covering the unseen world which not the strongest man, nor even the united strength of all the strongest men that ever lived, could tear apart. Only faith, fancy, poetry, love, romance can push aside that curtain and view and picture the supernal beauty and glory beyond. Is it all real? Ah, Virginia. In all this world, there is nothing else real and abiding. As Santa Claus, as real as Santa Claus. Thank God he lives, and he lives forever. 1,000 years from now, Virginia, nay, 10 times 10,000 years from now, he will continue to make glad the heart of childhood. And so, if you say, yes, Virginia, there is a Santa Claus, that's where it comes from. Hope you're having a good evening. We'll touch bases again tomorrow. Good night now.